Hi, Dr. Jen Andrade, the Active Persons Chiropractor, and today I wanted to share with you how to select the proper athletic shoe for you. So you want to take a lot of different things into consideration, and I want the athletic shoe to fit you and the needs that you have and be comfortable and support you through the activities that you are doing with that shoe. So tip number one is to go to a specialty store. For example, some of the running stores in the area, Boulder Running Company, Road Runner, Runner's Roost, they all will do fittings, and they will actually have you walk around and or run on a treadmill to see how the shoe fits. So even if you're not a runner, it can be really helpful, and they're pretty knowledgeable about athletic shoes in general. But they have a big selection of different types of running shoes, whether you're running on a treadmill, running on concrete or the road, or if you're running trail, or a combination of those different things, or if you are running long distance versus like a shorter distance. The other thing is to try your shoes on at the right time of day. So you can try your shoes on either after a workout or at the end of the day. And the reason that I recommend that is that your feet actually swell during the day. So they're going to be the largest that they are at that time of day. And you want to fit the shoe based on the largest foot. So most people know that our bodies are not perfectly symmetrical, and one foot is actually larger than the other. So we should be fitting that shoe based on the larger of the 2 feet. Also, when it comes to fitting, there's a couple of things you really want to pay attention to, and somebody who does fittings will know these types of things. But you want to make sure that all of your toes can actually wiggle inside of that toe box. So that's the part where your toes are in the shoe. And then you also want to have about a thumb's width in between your longest toe, which tends to be the second or third toe, depending on the person, and the end of the shoe. So you want to make sure that you have plenty of room for your foot to move, but you want that heel to feel nice and secure and supported so that it's not moving around or rubbing or creating any kind of blistering or anything like that. The other thing I recommend is wearing the same types of socks that you're intending to wear when you exercise or when you use the shoe. Some people are not necessarily doing it for running or going to work out, or maybe they play a specific sport, but maybe they're just walking. So you want to wear a sock that you would typically wear. So don't wear a dress sock if you're going to be wearing athletic socks. The other thing I recommend is actually walking or running around in the shoe if you can. And a lot of these specialty stores will offer you some sort of trial time. So whether it be a few days, a week, a month, to try out the shoe. And if it doesn't fit you, you can bring it back, and you can typically get store credit, or you can exchange it for a shoe that better fits you. So that's something I recommend as well. Last but not least, I recommend changing shoes regularly. So they typically recommend 300 to 500 miles if you are running in the shoes, and not everybody's running, so about 300 hours of exercise. For most people, that ends up being somewhere around 6 months or so. Just depends on the level of activity that you have. But these are just a few of the recommendations I have for finding the proper athletic shoe to suit your needs. Hopefully you found this helpful. Thanks for listening. Dr. Jenna Andrade, the Active Persons Chiropractor.